When I bring up sports anime, what show first comes to your mind? Perhaps it's Haikyuu and its infectious love for the sport of volleyball, littered with gorgeous animation and neatly placed symbolism. Perhaps superpowers in your sports is your thing, and you go to the well of Kuroko no Basket, or the superior sport of ass wrestling in Keijo. How about the long-term storytelling of shows like Slam Dunk, Hajime no Ippo, or Prince of Tennis? All of these are great shows highlighting popular sports in their own unique ways. So what about the sport of long-distance running? Run with the Wind is the definition of a slow burn, which fits well with the sport it's covering. It's the type of show that takes great care in building its cast of characters, the hopes and dreams they have, letting us, the audience, feel the suffering that they go through. Long-distance running as a sport is truly brutal. While you are going against other people, unlike other competitive sports, in running, you can't truly affect your competitors, like playing lockdown defense in basketball or checking someone in hockey. To many outsiders, running can simply be viewed as a way to keep in good shape and challenge themselves, whilst the select few see it as the only time they can ever truly be free and feel whole. The thing that makes Run with the Wind special is that it acknowledges all kinds of thinking when it comes to the sport of running. The main focus of this show is 10 college students at Kansai University all living together in an old dormitory, wherein the captain of the school's long-distance running club, Haiji Kiyose, has somewhat meticulously and also haphazardly gathered together a group that is going to enter the Hakone Ekiden Relay Marathon. For the uninformed as I was, this is a real-life relay marathon that takes place in Japan every New Year's, and it is no joke. It's a 2-day-long race broken into 10 separate legs, ranging from 20.8 kilometers to 23.1 kilometers in length. Going up and down steep hills, around areas with strong wind, during some of the coldest times in this region of Japan. Teams meticulously strategize and use runners with certain strengths for each leg of the race, making it a solo venture with great team aspects built into it. And Haiji, who himself once suffered a brutal knee injury, wants to do this with a mixed group of people, consisting of a talented runner who greatly suffers from trust issues, athletic twins who can never seem to find a sport that truly suits them, a chronic smoker, a guy who just wants to relatably read some manga in peace, a trivia whiz who is more focused on getting a real job after college than any of this type of stuff. We also even have a foreigner who is really just trying to make some new friends, and that's just to name some of the quirks of this very well put together cast. Now, while they are a great assortment of characters for a slice of life drama, this is not the makings of a group who should realistically be aiming for a race of this magnitude. Unlike other shows that immediately rally around friendship and one desired goal, most of the guys take great convincing to even get them to begin practicing. And that's where the real magic of the show begins to shine. Even if this ragtag group of guys could possibly even qualify for this race, there's no way they could ever hope to be competitive in a sport full of people who have been training for years to even get to the starting line. We as the audience begin to slowly get a sense of what makes each member of the team so special. Reaching the Hakone becomes a greater goal, but seeing each individual come to grasp with what they want in life comes front and center. They don't have a chance, but little by little, episode by episode, they grow. They learn about each other as doormates, friends, and eventually as teammates. Some want to run so as to better themselves. Others want to support the dreams their friends have, and yes, some don't want to run at all, but rather see that it's not just about running a race, but working your hardest, not just for the sake of your own goals, but pushing yourself so as to prop up someone else. The show really hammers home the idea that we aren't following a traditional sports anime with the more common path of, let's be the best in Japan. No, this group must struggle and literally fight personal issues to even stand at the starting line. And throughout the time, they begin to understand each other better and eventually what running truly means to them. If you have ever been a part of a team, you know how awkward those early stages can be. working out as hard as you can and possibly getting frustrated when no one else is seemingly putting in as much work as you are. You eventually begin understanding that not every person operates the way that you do, and that a team can only ever be as strong as its weakest link, but sometimes that doesn't mean the person with the weakest abilities. Building communication skills, working with others to help them become better and more dedicated, and also realizing when you need to step back and appreciate all the work you and those struggling and working hard around you have done to get where you all are now. These are the points the show emphasizes over and over again. The first time I watched Run with the Wind, I found myself really enamored with its stunning visuals, great musical choices, and just a rather new outlook on what a sports anime can be. It wasn't until the second time when I really began to notice all these other things around me. I needed to appreciate what was happening in front of me to truly see special parts of this show. It likely will not wow you like other anime in the sports genre tend to, with full intense battles against rival schools and fancy techniques, and especially for anime standards, even the use of crazy hairstyles in this show are relatively normal. They just want to hammer home and again that most of our cast are normal college guys, who can be seen as a relatable group of people eventually striving for a goal they have no reason to achieve. If you want to give something character-based that builds up to something organic and real a chance, then this is probably the show for you. That's all for today's video. So if you enjoyed it, please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more anime-based content in the future if you haven't already. I've been Summers with Baka to Basics, and I'll see you the next time class is in session.